Welcome to Married to Portuguese. On each episode, my English-Irish husband, Bob, and I discuss and laugh about our life and adventures in the Portuguese culture.
Bom dia.
Bon dia! Yay!
We're back.
We're back.
We switched sides.
Oh,
this isn't going to work.
This is not going to work.
Oh, boy. Everybody's fooled. Well, so you're not fooled.
No.
I'm Bob.
I'm Maria.
There we go.
Yep.
And this is Married to Portuguese. Been a very long time.
Well, we had, and for those that follow us on our newsletter, thank you. We appreciate it. You know what's been going on, and it's been a nonstop several months.
Yeah, it has. We've been...
Really has been.
Yes, we traveled to
Terceira.
We traveled to the other side of New York to go see our daughter.
Yep. I went upstate.
Twins celebrated their
30th
birthday.
30th birthday.
We had a baby shower.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
We had we lost power for a weekend.
We did.
We had a garden that really didn't do much of anything this year.
No, it died because we went away.
And now we're waiting for a baby. So not ours,
not
but
ours,
grandbaby.
but it is ours. I mean, I always say, our baby. It's our baby.
Yeah, well, for the family, sure.
Yeah, it is.
For the family. So where do you want to start?
Oh.
Where do we catch people up?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. The last time we spoke, my second book had come out in November, December. I had done some book signings that I did, and then kind of stopped it and only did like private events and nothing really open to the public. And then after, even I took a break from that too, because I knew there was so much that I needed to do, you know, with planning the baby shower or planning for going to Terceira with the most amazing people that came with us.
Yeah, we traveled with a lot of great people.
Yeah, and with the number, I think with the exception of 4 people, everybody else had traveled
with us. You.
Yeah. Yeah, some that for the first couple of tours that I did, Bob was not on it. So for some of them, it was the first time traveling with you, which was great. And, but it was really like a little homecoming. It really was.
Great trip.
It really was.
We'll do a separate video.
Oh yeah, just on that. Yeah,
one,
because just Terceira it needs its own podcast to talk about, especially to go over some things that we really loved, and because we've been there before. We've been to Terceira before.
I've never said this before, but I really love Terceira, and I could live on that island.
He said that before. He's said that several times. And
but this time I mean it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So it seems like every island we go to, you go, I could live on this island.
But I really could.
Yeah, I know. Because it is very Americanized. It is.
Well, that's not why I like it.
A lot of you don't. Why? You tell everybody
I don't
why.
like the stereotyping here.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go.
Okay. Top 5 reasons.
Top 5.
All right. I love Angra.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Angra is terrific. I love the size of the island.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy to get from one side to another.
Yeah.
So I like the portability.
Yeah.
It's quieter than São Miguel.
It is less tourists.
So I like that.
Yep.
We had really amazing seafood.
Oh yeah, the seafood was out of this world.
Seafood was great, and I thought the people were terrific. I really loved being there. So,
yeah,
home run across the board.
Yeah, it was really a beautiful trip. So yeah, but we'll go more into that. Let me see, and then of course we come back because it was like
wedding shower.
That's right.
The
baby shower.
And then we left.
For the trip.
And then we came back and we had to start planning for the 30th birthday party.
That's right. Because it doesn't matter. They're still our babies.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody came home. Everybody came home for the weekend, which was great.
So everybody comes home on the 3rd. They went out to, have drinks and be together, the kids. And while they were out, we had a hellacious thunderstorm.
Oh, yeah.
And long story short, power lines on our street snapped on our street only.
Yeah, just ours.
Our neighbors across the street had power. The people behind us had power. But the 7 or 8 street houses on this strip had no power. And there were lots of houses across southern New England that didn't have power. But we were a small pocket, and we were amongst the
very last
to get restored. So
Yeah.
we went without power for almost 3 days.
Yep. Yeah.
And we talked about it a little bit in one of your newsletters.
Yeah.
Thankful for the Jackery backup batteries that I have that kept our refrigerators going.
Yep.
We made coffee, but realized that pulls so much power out of the batteries. It was probably a bad idea. And thanks to our neighbors who would let us carry these batteries across the street. They're like the size of car batteries. And they let us recharge over there during the daytime. And thankful that for the time that we were out, we had just a small break in the heat and
Yes.
didn't need the air conditioning.
Yes, thank goodness for that, because it was steamy before and after the storm.
Yeah,
Very
but
steamy.
we made the
but
best of.
We did.
It was
we
just,
did.
it just proves, when we're together, and families together, it doesn't really matter what the circumstances
No,
are.
it really doesn't.
Although, a little electricity would have been nice.
Yes. We all had our flashlights. We all put the flashlights underneath us. We had fun. We had fun. And it was wonderful. It was wonderful to have, no matter how old our children are, they're still our babies, and it was great to have them all here together. And then since then, it's been all about, working on new things that are coming our way for this year, and that is working on a new trip, two trips that we're going to be working on for next year. And one of them will be in the spring of 2026. And by the time this airs, I've already made the announcement. And that is Madeira. We're going to Madeira.
Yay!
I've been wanting to go to Madeira for so long.
Yep.
And especially when I had my DNA done, and they give you your DNA cousins. Like, where are you going to find your DNA cousins? Where are they? Where's your DNA family? And number 1 is the Azores, which I knew that. Number 2 was Madeira. And then the rest is all basically up north in the mainland, Portugal, which goes by what my family has always said. And that is, our family started in the north of Portugal, right at the border of Spain, and because that is where Portugal began. And my ancestors, some of them, when they made their way down to the Algarve to leave, some stayed, some went to Madeira, some went to the Azores, and there it is. So the family that went to Madeira is still in Madeira. So I always keep saying, if I go to Madeira and I'm there, and all of a sudden I look, and am I going to see someone that reminds me of my family?
Well, I see that on every island. Somebody who reminds me of your family.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So I just...
And most of them are family, it turns
And
out.
most of them are or distant cousins.
So it's not a reach.
It is,
It's
but
not a
but it's
reach.
Madeira. I've never been to Madeira.
No.
And but everyone I know who's Madeiran they're just amazing people.
So we've started
Amazing.
watching a lot of travel videos
On Madeira.
YouTube on Madeira, and
Yeah.
cannot wait to see
Oh,
it.
it's wow moments.
Yeah.
It's wow
I
moments.
have no interest in driving on Madeira.
No. Not with the cliffs and the hills and all that stuff. No. That's
No, I was watching a great video of a guy. He was driving at night, following his GPS, made a turn, and it was an alley, but supposedly passable, and cobblestone and slippery, and just it was a nightmare.
Yeah, no guardrails and
I would not want to do that.
No. That's why we hire the professionals to do that. That's
Well, amateurs. I'll hire anybody. I'm not doing it.
no professionals.
As long as they have insurance, I guess.
So we're looking forward to that. And of course, again, if you are part of our newsletter, you'll get this information beforehand.
We're doing
And-
that trip's a little bit different because that is actually being put together by the New Bedford Whaling Museum. And
Yes.
Maria's the special guest host.
Yes, I'm working, and that was the next thing I was going to say. I'm working this time around not with PBS Travel Club, but the New Bedford Whaling Museum Travel Club that they have, and they've asked me if I could host this tour for them. So I'm really happy about it.
Yes,
I'm really
that'll be
happy.
fun. What else is coming up?
My children's cookbook. That'll be coming up for Christmas. I'll have that. Hopefully it'll be done for Christmas. And there's another one there that I'm putting together. It might not be sold. The second one especially might not be sold out in stores, but only through our website, because it is. And I'll see how it does, and if it does great, then maybe I'll have it out on book sales everywhere. But I can't talk about that one yet. It's still too close.
Business world currently is hard. It is hard to distribute. It is hard to sell stuff. It's just hard. And so we're taking a different approach to bring things back under our control.
Yeah, and I'm going to be doing all that by myself like I did with the first book.
That worked out okay.
Yeah, and it did. And it still has. It still sells. Incredible. So we're going to go back to the basics that we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to try different things,
So,
but then
A
go
spring
back.
trip, couple of books,
Yeah.
granddaughter,
Granddaughter.
and
We'll let you know when she's made her debut.
yeah. As we're talking, we're expecting a phone call literally any minute.
Any minute. Any minute.
And then, what are you looking for the fall trip? I
Fall trip, I'm going back to San Miguel.
Yes.
Yeah, going back to San Miguel. What's funny is it was supposed to be this year, right now, and we were supposed to go to San Miguel. And I said, there is no way in heck I'm going away when I know my family, my daughter's expecting, and we need to be there for her and for her husband. And so in the same way that we were there for our other daughter, and it
Don't want to zoom in for that one.
No. So it's been a very busy, full summer, and I really appreciate you guys just like holding on, because every once in a while I'll get a little message saying, "Miss you guys, miss your podcast. What's going on?" And we told you guys in the beginning of the year when we said we're going to take a little break. We weren't kidding.
No, we needed to do it. We just didn't have the
time.
We didn't have the time
didn't
for
have
it,
time.
and so I'm using some different software to record this that should make editing faster.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because editing before would take me 3 or 4 hours, which is probably 2 more hours than I had.
Yeah, and for me, I would take
to do
weeks. So, hence, I don't do that.
So, we're going to try different things and see.
We're going to experiment.
And see what works. I think it's like one of the last things we talked about that came up a lot in, each of the first 3 seasons. Hard to believe this is season 4.
Wow.
Yeah, season 4.
Okay.
We've got 77 episodes out there
Wow. Okay.
of our nonsense.
Of our nonsense, of us just chattering away.
My citizenship application has not budged an inch that I know of. It's been in the same holding position for a year, waiting for a decision. And they've got tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of applications to get through, and they'll get to mine in due time.
I think
that's fine.
Getting it under marriage is like...
It is the last.
It is the last. They'll do everybody, which is, when you think about it, if your mom is a citizen or your dad is a citizen and you want to become a dual citizen, those take priority over someone who's married to.
If you're under 18 and your parents put you in for citizenship, it's less than a year.
Oh, yeah.
From what I'm reading online.
Yeah.
And
our granddaughters, because all our daughters, they were all born here, but they all have, it was important for me, like I've mentioned before, for them to have dual citizenship. They are dual citizens. They all have their EU Portuguese passport. And so our oldest daughter, she, as soon as my granddaughters were born, she made sure their paperwork came through, and it was less than a year for each one.
Oh, yeah.
It was less than a year. It was a few months. So if you're in that system already, which she was, they're going to take care of all that first before they take care of.
So no update there yet.
No update. They did say minimum of 5 years. So, and it hasn't been 5 years yet.
Yeah, I did work with the lawyer
Yeah.
who filed the paperwork for us in Lisbon, and she had said more like 6 or
Oh,
or so.
I had it in my head it was 5. But
Well, we were hoping
yeah, maybe
because
that
they
was
keep
it.
saying they've hired a lot of
Helpers.
helpers.
Yeah, but they hired a lot of helpers, but we know that in the summertime, everything stops
Right.
because they take a month off. They don't take like a couple of weeks like we do here in the United States. They
Don't
take
they
a
know who I am?
They don't care. They don't care.
Yeah,
Bob.
nobody does.
Nobody does. And so yeah.
Hey.
Hey. So yeah. So that's another thing. In the summertime, everything kind of slows down. So that's the scoop there.
Yeah. Oh, what I was going to tell you. I've got a coworker, and like I work remotely, and so I'm on the phone all day in Zoom meetings. And just before our meeting started, one of my coworkers and I were chit-chatting, and he made the offhand comment that in his home that the first language is German,
Oh.
and just kept and skipped past that. I'm like, whoa, rewind.
Yeah.
Tell me about this. And so he had studied German in high school and college, and then worked in Germany for a bunch of years, and then married a woman from Germany, and lived there. They started having their children, and then they moved back to the United States. And so her first language is German, so that's what they speak at home.
Oh.
So he could be married to German.
He could be
He could be.
He
And
could
I just
be.
thought that was amazing. I hadn't heard
German.
that.
Nice. I mean, I think that's great. I think we all have to, as Americans, we all know the only ones that started here were Indians, Native Americans, and everybody else were just all immigrants in this land.
Mm-hmm.
And we all come from amazing, even though we're born here, Americans and all that, but our ancestry. We have to think of our ancestry. So, whether you're French ancestry or English or German or fill in the blank, I think it's important to remember where your ancestors came from. I think that's important. And if you can speak that language, even better. I mean, how great is that? I know I did not do that with my children. I didn't do that with my children. I couldn't speak Portuguese at home. When my mom and my dad were alive, we did. We spoke a lot of Portuguese because that was the rules. When we spoke to them, it was in Portuguese. But it's been a long time since they passed.
And with that, I mean, I studied right up till we left for Terceira.
Yes.
And I've kind of taken the summer off, which is a bad thing, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Should have stayed with it, but we haven't had time. It's just,
Yes. Yeah. It's been one thing or
time-consuming.
another. Yeah.
I keep hoping that they can program me like a computer. I can just pop a pill and wake up knowing Portuguese. Is there any chance that's coming?
Well, with AI, you don't know. You have no idea.
No,
you just don't know. But yeah, that's been our time. I mean, again, thank you for always coming back to listen to us and catching up on all the nonsense and all the things that we're up to.
Yeah.
And I think it's just crazy that you're all interested in what goes on in our lives too,
much
which
appreciated.
we appreciate it a lot. But we always try to have fun with everything that we do. And there are some days it's kind of hard to find the fun, and that is the honest truth. Sometimes it's just inundated with so much stuff that you go, okay, where is the fun in this? But in the end, there always is.
Yeah.
There's always such great moments.
Yeah. So for the next few weeks, I'm sure these will be irregularly dropped as we have time. But we wanted to take a few minutes this afternoon and get the first one out and try to get regular because we had so much to talk about. We didn't talk about the gardening. We didn't talk about Terceira.
Oh, I mean, my God, there's so much. There's so much. Okay. So, my goodness, so much. So, but for now, this is it.
Excellent. So thank you. Thank you so much for listening to season 4.
Season 4.
Episode 1.
Episode
Awesome.
1.
All right.
Married to Portuguese.
Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'd love to hear your ideas for topics. Ciao.